Today is moving day. Got the truck right here, loading it up, packing bags, and we're headed to the new house. Boxes and boxes. Time to load up the truck. All right, loaded here.
I'll bring. Huh?
Loaded up here. All right, made it to the house and everything is pretty much unloaded except for the mattress, which was the toughest thing to carry. Bed sheets. Guest bed. We made it. Whew. Complete. Whew. So I have had some morning, y'all. So this morning I had an 11 a.m. appointment to go to the lab because I had to get drug test screen, TB, and some other like immunity stuff for my new job. So I went there at 11. You know, you pee in the cup. I peed in the cup and didn't get to the amount that was needed. And so if you don't get the first amount, you have to wait a 30-minute period and then do it again. So after you've already used the restroom once, it's hard for your body to generate all that again. So I had to drink so much water, went for the second time, nothing came out at all. Went for the third time, nothing came out at all. And so finally they're like, you have one more try because you can only do it within a 3-hour window kind of thing. And so finally the fourth time, they got what they needed. I came in at 11 and left at 2 o'clock. I plan to do a lot of organizing, some unpacking with some things. Because the night that we moved everything over, that night we didn't do anything. We were just tired after that. So today, that is the plan. But I do have a couple of home updates. Some more furniture has come in. So this is what our dining room is looking like right now. Our table came in yesterday. We got this from Wayfair. It's a dark gray is what it's described on the website. I think you guys saw from the last video that we installed some curtains. And then over here in the living room, we got our 2 accent chairs in. Still have to hang the curtains over here. With the chairs, they actually gave us, there was a note in there like saying, thank you for your purchase as a gift. Pretty much like some pillowcases for decor. Likely could utilize that one. I'm not too sure about this one. What else? Entryway table is here. This is not sitting properly. Like the mouth of this is too big, so it sinks in more than I would like, as opposed to like sitting up more like that. So I may replace it with something else. Just got this here, somewhere you can set your keys. Probably get a couple books to put it on top of. And then I think it's okay for now. You know, just keep the table pretty simple. We're gonna add the mirror there. And this is the mirror that we got, just have to hang it. And then our appliances have come in. We got this Samsung French door refrigerator. And then we also got our washer and our dryer. So those are some of the updates. We also got our dresser. Haven't put it together yet because it is so big and it's a lot of steps. So I think I'm just gonna rest for a little bit before I had to get food on the way. I thought I was going to like pass out. I was just drinking so much water at the lab. I barely had any breakfast and it was already lunchtime when I was done. So like, I thought I was about to faint. So I'm gonna rest a little bit before I start organizing the rest of the things in here. building the dresser. Made a lot of progress so far. And then out here, I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do with some of these some of these frames, like what we can utilize here and what will go to Florida. So this is how far we got today, mainly like the base, and we started some of the drawers, but we're gonna finish it up tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm currently at HomeGoods. I had to come here to return something, and while I was here, I was looking for some things for the coffee table. Found this Vogue coffee table book. I found this book as well, which I like, but it's bent. But if you take the actual cover off, just this alone looks good. So I'm still debating on if I should get this or not, considering that it is bent like that. All right, so I'm back home. I'll show you guys what I got from HomeGoods. So I ended up going with this Vogue book for the coffee table. The second book for the coffee table, this crystal for the coffee table, this way. This will probably go on the TV console. All right, so this is what it looks like. Remember, I got that from Hobby Lobby the other day, put that on top. I'm gonna leave the cover on that book. What I'm still looking for this side is a tray where I can put all this and then probably add some florals, and that'll be it. That ended up going over there, and on this side I'll put like a small green little plant, and the TV is going to be mounted. All right, TV is up. I definitely think we may mount it. Takes up the whole TV stand, but we're just gonna fill out the space, get the rug, get the sofa, see how it is, and then decide on mounting later. Finally, the rug is here. All right, so the rug is in. Stanley picked out this rug from Wayfair. So it's white and gray. Like I mentioned, he has been very involved in the decor process, but I think he made a great selection. It really looks good. Now the space is getting much more like warm and cozy and inviting. And comment below and let me know what you guys think about the TV. Do y'all think it'll look better as is or mounted up on the wall? So we actually have a couple of guests coming into town this weekend, tomorrow. A couple of Stanley's friends. They're only staying for one night, but I want to go ahead and get the guest bathroom and the guest bedroom ready. So pretty much all set in here. So guys, let's talk about the home buying process. A lot of you guys had so many questions about this, about when we start our home search, how do we find our home, affording a home, being a fourth year medical student and about to be a resident. So we can jump into those questions. So pretty much maybe last spring is when Stanley and I started talking about you know, wanting to become homeowners in 2020. At that time I was in my third year, and so we figured after I'm done with school we'll finally you know, purchase a home. We'll be ready for that. And so last summer we started like casually searching the metro Atlanta area just to get an idea of the market, price points, and things like that. And so both of us were interested in getting a new home, new construction, because we realized that the price points were similar to resale homes. And also, I mean, a new home is nice. It gave us a peace of mind having a warranty on it. We felt like overall that would be a good option for us. And so we just started, you know, touring new neighborhoods a little bit last summer. So that was summer 2019. And then fast forward to January of this year, 2020, that's when we got pretty serious about searching. And so overall, we toured 3 communities until we finally found the neighborhood that we wanted. So when we first came to this neighborhood, they had just started building. Also, what I think is nice about being first-time homeowners and getting a new construction was that the process from start to finish is just so efficient and so smooth. Like, I've heard of like horror stories of people going through the home buying process and dealing with maybe putting in offers, not getting this or that, and just a lot of things going wrong. But for us, we're just so thankful that from beginning to the end, it was just a very smooth process for us. So we found this neighborhood and they have an on-site agent at home. So you come in, you get a tour, and with new constructions, the home builders typically have their own lender associated with that community. And some of the benefits of using the lender is that they pay like a significant portion of your closing cost. Sometimes they throw appliances in, like maybe the refrigerator or the washer and dryer. And so we did use this community's lender. I know a lot of you guys are curious about the physician mortgage loan. So the physician mortgage loan is available to healthcare professionals, whether you're a physician, dentist, like pharmacist. Some of the benefits is that it's 0% down. You pay no PMI, which is private mortgage insurance, and that's gonna be on your mortgage if you don't put 20% down. So those are a couple of the benefits of getting that kind of loan. We forego that option, and we went with the conventional loan instead. We're curious and wanted to look into the physician loan, which we did, but this particular lender said that you already had to be working as a physician. You couldn't just have like the contract offer or anything like that. So we just went with the conventional loan. You put a certain percent down with the conventional loan, whatever, you know, you saved up for, whatever you're comfortable with. So then a lot of you guys had questions about, okay, how do you afford a down payment either as a medical student or as like with the resident salary? Well, you know, Stanley, my husband, he's working, and so we've been saving for the down payment. So that answers the questions about how a medical student or a resident salary can afford that. You know, I wasn't doing this alone, but a medical student or a resident can afford to buy a home through options like the physician loan, where you put 0% down. But one thing that you should know about the physician loan, not all of them are 0% down. Some require maybe 5%, some require maybe 3.5%. So when you're looking into that, just be sure what you know, what you have to bring to the table. Okay, so back to the point where we found this community. At that point, it was maybe like late January or early February. The lot that we were interested in, they hadn't even started building it. It was just a dirt lot. At that point, we went ahead and got pre-approved with the lender. We put earnest money down, which is, what did they say? It's kind of like good faith. Like you have to put a certain amount down of earnest money, which we did, and that goes towards your like down payment. And let's say you end up backing out of the contract or something like that, you do lose the earnest money. So we got pre-approved, went under contract, put the earnest money down, and that was like late January, and they started building around that same time. Construction was complete in May, and we closed like maybe the first or second week in May. And in between that time, the lender was so good. Anytime we had questions, anytime we had concerns about the process, we had his personal cell phone number. He would answer anytime of the day. It was super helpful for us. And as far as like budgeting how much home you can even afford, a lender will likely give you way more than what you can actually afford. So I think it's important for you to know like your own monthly expenses. And when looking at a home, you can see the overall cost of the home, but you should also be looking at the monthly payment number and see if that actually fits into your lifestyle. And that's going to include you know, the principal, the interest, if you have HOA, if you have PMI, home insurance. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything else, but all of that is wrapped into your monthly payment. And so for us, we set a certain amount that we're like, okay, you know, we're comfortable with paying this every month. And then kind of from there, we play with the numbers to see how much home we could really afford. Our original search, we had a number like from X amount of dollars, this is our cutoff. We ended up going above that, slightly above, and we were okay with that because our monthly numbers still ended up being a number that we were comfortable with, and it was a set point that we realized, okay, we can, you know, this fits for us. One thing that is very important if you are getting ready to start the home buying process, if you feel like you're going to look in the future, make sure your credit is strong. So when we said last springtime that we were interested in buying a home, at that point, you know, our credit was already good, but we were very cognizant about making sure our credit was strong for the pre-approval and to get a good interest rate. Also shop around for realtors. Because we did new construction, we went in without a realtor. We found our home on our own. Before we signed the contract, we did at that point get a realtor just to look over it and make sure everything was okay. Also, one thing about the home buying process I think a lot of people are unaware of until they really start the process is closing cost. So closing cost comes from various different things. Like this money is put into like an escrow account, and that's like some of your prepaids, like your HOAs, property taxes, other things. But I think you can estimate that your closing costs will be anywhere between 3 and like 3.5% of the total cost of the home. And so you pay that when it's time to close. And so in addition to the down payment that you bring to the table, you also are bringing closing cost money to the table. And so I think that's something that not everybody is aware of. Thankfully for us, our builder paid a significant portion of our closing costs, so that's something we didn't really have to worry about. We just had to make sure we had enough for that down payment, so that was super helpful that the builder was able to do that. Also, I mean, if you buy resale, sometimes the seller will pay, you know, your closing costs or a significant portion at least as well. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, the home buying process can be different for everybody, but this was our experience. We're very thankful with how well it went for us. If I missed anything, just ask in the comment section below and I can answer it there or discuss it in the next video. Also, another thing to consider during the home buying process is, you know, saving up for furniture. If you're getting a new home and you're pretty much going to be getting all new furniture similar to what we're doing, that should factor into what you're saving as well. In the next video I can touch on how we're decorating, like our thought process for decorating room by room. I created a Pinterest board which has been super helpful. We also created like an Excel sheet with everything that we wanted, so I can touch on that in the next video. All right, I think this video has gotten pretty long, so I'll wrap it up. As always, if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.